Spider-Man stops a crime from taking place, stopping bank robbers from shooting at the police and catching their fleeing car in a web, before yanking the leader up into the air. But as he leaves, he realizes that he doesn't get the same thrill that he used to. He only wants one thing: a life with Gwen Stacy. And Gwen still blames Spider-Man for her father's death, and if they got married, it's only going to be harder to keep his identity a secret. And so there's only one answer. It was an accident that created Spider-Man, but what he needs to do now must be deliberate. For Peter Parker to truly live, Spider-Man must die. We're reading every Spider-Man ever, and this is the Amazing Spider-Man issue 100, The Spider or the Man. Peter Parker has been working on this solution for years, in case his radioactive blood became dangerous. It's a formula that will turn him normal again, get rid of his spider powers, but it's untested, and the only way to test it is to drink it. And so Peter Parker drinks the formula, and it feels like there are a million explosions in his brain. Falling to his bed, he passes out and hallucinates. He's with Aunt May at Uncle Ben's funeral, the man he failed to save. And then he's bringing photos to Jonah, the man who hates his secret identity, and then he's watching Betty from afar, the woman that he lost because of Spider-Man, and then he's holding George Stacy in his arms, Gwen's father, and the reason that Spider-Man stands between him and his love. Why must everything that Spider-Man touches end in tragedy? But before he can find an answer, he hears a voice cry out for help, and he races up a building to aid them. Instead of the voice, he's attacked by the Vulture, who tells him that Spider-Man can't harm him, he only harms those that he loves. And when he defeats Vulture, he's attacked by the Lizard, who keeps telling Spider-Man that he's insane, and that's something that Spidey has always wondered about himself. Why else would he live this life? Even with Lizard defeated, the voice still calls out, and his sides start to hurt. Next, he fights the Green Goblin in the skies, who tells him that he was born to lose. And then he fights Doc Ock on the rooftop, who tells him that his whole life has been a fraud and a lie. And he still hears the voice calling, and the pain in his side is getting worse. So painful that he falls to the ground at the feet of the Kingpin, who fights Spider-Man and tells him that he will fail to find the voice, just like he's failed in everything else. But he doesn't fail. He defeats Kingpin easily and fights through the pain in his side to swing towards the voice, find who it belongs to. It's George Stacy, a face in the sky, who tells Spider-Man that he knows who he really is, and also knows that he is Spider-Man, that it's both a blessing and a curse. He can never truly have a normal life. He has to accept this fact. And Peter wakes up, remembering the untested potion that he took, and his sides still hurt, maybe more than they did in his dream, and he takes off his outer shirt to reveal that he has grown 4 extra arms as they burst out of his suit. And Stan Lee promises that Spider-Man is not dreaming now. Thanks for watching and joining me on this journey to read every Spider-Man comic ever. Next week, for the first time in Marvel history, it's Morbin time. But until that issue, here's a fun fact about this one. Throughout the 60s, Stan Lee was scripting every superhero, but workload meant that his number eventually fell to 4. Thor, Captain America, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man. He eventually took a holiday and gave each title to other writers, but he was apparently waiting for this issue to do so, his 100th consecutive issue of Spider-Man. Next issue breaks that run, with Roy Thomas on scripting duties.